Alright, no pressure, right? No pressure. And here we go.
I started like
I
10
almost
milliseconds late.
I almost forgot. I was looking at Discord. I didn't realize that a whole 15 seconds had already passed.
Time be like.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch now, so I'm gonna go ahead
Okay,
and
cool.
deafen. Okay, so I'm gonna be setting this up a little bit while this is going, so I apologize in advance. But this is gonna be Manny versus Arcanox in a any percent NMG race. So I've got Arcanox on the left here, and Manny on the right. And again, I apologize. I'm going to be messing with the windows a little bit and adding text. I don't have this set up correctly. This is very impromptu. But, okay, so the beginning of your run, pretty standard stuff. Really nothing crazy. It's really just a lot of movement and kind of just climbing up and going to the first trick of the run, which is going to be the Elaine Skip. And if there's any audio issues, feel free to let me know, you know, in chat or whatever. But now we come to early cloak, which is really the first painful trick of the run. So you can you can see on the right, you can set up an angle with the right stick rebinding in the switch menu to kind of give you a more consistent result, but even then, this trick can still be kind of tough. So, you see both of them at one shot here, and, ooh, he's through. Or they're through, my apologies. I had my people backwards. So, Ark is starting the Corvius fight here, and in rookie mode, normally this fight's a little tough, but you know, in rookie mode you have 30 missiles instead of I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. You have 30 missiles instead of 15, so you can kind of skip the last phase of Corpius a little bit if you hit your shots. And then once you get to 0, you just there you go, and you get the free shot at the bottom, and there's Corpius. But it looks like Manny's pulled ahead a little bit here. Unless... Oh, I see. Okay. So Manny and Ark are actually running slightly different routes. On the left, you can see Manny going for the Charge Beam first route. In this route, as I said, you get Charge Beam first. That changes the routing a little bit in Artaria. And it also, more importantly, means that both of them will have a different experience in the enemy zone. So in Charge First, the enemy is loaded and there. Whereas in Cloak First, the enemy never gets spawned, so Arcanox will basically be able to just waltz right through the enemy zone, no problem. Obviously, the movement around the first enemy really isn't bad. Really, it's really not too bad in Artaria, but it's kind of just gives you a little bit more room for error. I apologize. I'm trying to get the link to the stream tweeted out so people can see this wonderful race here. There we go. Tweet that out. Alright, so now Arcanox going for Water Ass here. This trick is a lot easier with Cloak, so you'll really only see it in a Cloak first route, and there you go. There it is. So what the Cloaking does in this instance is it gives you a little bit of extra time to jump off of the slope, which gives you more opportunity to respin onto the platform above. And then you'll see here, there's no Emmy to be found, so Arcanox can just kind of do their thing. It's very simple, very easy. Manny, on the other hand, on his way to Charge Beam and just got it. Arkanox getting Water Platform Skip just a little slow, but I mean, I would say that Ark is currently ahead just because of the fact that they already have Cloak, so, you know, that's definitely a huge benefit for them. And Ark gets Charge Beam. Nice and easy. Manny's making his way back to the climb, gets that first energy tank, nice and easy. Alright, Manny making the climb while Arkanox is on the way there. That was a bold melee. Trying to go a little bit faster, but... Alright. Ooh, nice little movement through the energy tank room by Arkanox here. And now we're going to see Manny go fight Corpius, which Arkanox has already beaten. So Arkanox will be able to just kind of make their way through the area and go straight to the Magma Switch, which is going to put them ahead. Alright. So Manny working on Corpius right now in Phase 1. But I assume... Oh, actually, he's in Phase 2. My bad. I apologize. So, dumping all of his missiles. And now going into Phase 3, where honestly it just kind of becomes a bit of a mash fest. And there you go. That's Corpius. That was clean. Definitely a good fight by Manny, but Ark's already on their way to the Magma Switch, so looking good for them. Alright. Arkanox getting the Magma Switch, just kind of standard stuff. Again, I apologize for not really having this set up. I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to this stuff, so... I'm just trying to get it so that way we'll have it set for most of the race. Alright, so here you see Arkanox working on the Magus Skip. What this does is allows you to jump over that pillar there, which allows you to enter the door to spawn the Emmy. And if you don't spawn the Emmy before going to the central unit, you'll find yourself unable to do anything after you kill the CU. So this allows the Emmy to properly spawn so you can finish the area. Ooh, Ark kind of getting tossed around by the Rinkas a little bit, but making their way through. And now Manny's starting to fight himself. Ooh, that sounds getting a little crunchy, but that's okay. Again, I apologize for finagling with this during the run, but I want to make sure everyone knows what's going down. Thanks, Vic. I appreciate the positivity. But, alright, cool. That's good enough for now. So now you can see both runners' tags and what category we're running here, and this is on the difficulty rookie mode. For any of you who don't know what that means, it basically just means you start with double missiles, boss counters are a little easier, and enemies do less damage to you. It's basically just kind of easy mode. Routing-wise, it doesn't really change anything. It just makes the Corpius fight easier at the start of the game because you have double the missiles that you normally have. right, so honestly, these two are not too far behind you. Manny's really not that far behind Arcanox right now. I feel like all it would take is maybe a major mistake, or I know in this run, Manny will be attempting his first time at the Atom Save / Dual Magnet Skip. That's a really huge skip in this run, and if you can get it quickly, you save a lot of time. Alright, Arcanox going for the Kataris Elevator Damage Boost, one that haunts me forever. Very, very nice. Alright, and Arcanox is on their way to Kataris. And Manny taking the safe route, kind of known for taking more consistent strats whenever he does runs. So, definitely not a bad strategy. I don't really opt for that damage boost often because I'm bad at it, but we're gonna see Manny get out of Artaria in just under 11 minutes. So that's pretty solid start. There we go. Alright, so this will be the last time Arcanox has to talk to Adam. This is the last one before the Adam save skip, so if you got any final words for Adam, say them now. He's kind of a useless computer, but that's okay. He's our computer. Or is he? Does everything sound okay to the stream? I know I have it set so that only Arcanox's audio is coming through, so we don't have audio clashing on top of each other. So, all right, cool. Arcanox gets past the first magma switch and is just moving along their way. Let's see if they go for the D-boost here. So you can jump up and then wall jump, and if that bat goes high enough, they'll hit you into the magnet wall and you can wall jump up. But it doesn't really lose any time to go for it, so it's one of those things where it's just like you might as well. If you get it, great. If you don't, it's really not a deal breaker. Thank you, Mr. K.R. Fournier. And welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy this race here. We've got a slight lead from Arcanox here, but it's really nothing insurmountable. It's, there's about an hour and 25 minutes of run, hour and a half of run from runners like Arcanox and Manny in this category, so we'll see what happens. I see Manny also not opting to go for the Hell Run, taking the safer strat, so... Alright, and Arcanox makes it to the first, or the second lava switch. Alright, let's see what Emmy spawn. Manny gets the good Emmy spawn here. Now he can just waltz on through. Alright, nice movement through there. And misses the slide out. Really not another, just a small optimization. Not a big deal if you miss it. Alright, Manny opting to drop right behind the Emmy to go through. Theoretically, if you can spin fall fast enough in the fall down, you can basically just run straight past the Emmy. But if you miss it, Arcanox misses the door, so they'll have to eat a couple seconds of time loss for that door to open. Really not a big deal, but it definitely can kind of feel deflating. And Arcanox is coming on what I believe to be the real defining trick of the early parts of this category. The Atom Safe Skip, Ascending Dual Magnet, Atom Room, Skip / Exploit, whatever you call it, it saves a lot of time if you get it quickly. So Arc, I'm going to start working on it here. And basically the mechanics of the trick is you do a bunch of buffered maximum height wall jumps and then press into the slope and melee, which allows you to respin and wall jump off of the bottom of the slope, which gives you enough height to reach that top magnet. And this is really where Manny has a chance to catch up, because if he can get it faster than Arcanox, he'll just pull straight ahead. But right now, it looks like both of these runners are right on the grind. Oh my gosh, Manny gets it really quickly. That's huge. And this is also theoretically his first run with this in, so that's a huge boon for his PB. Arcanox over here still working on it. There you go, very, very nice. And now we're off to the races. So Arcanox is going to be a little bit behind because of some unfortunate luck at Adam Skip. It's, you know, a bunch of frame perfect tricks, or it's a bunch of buffered wall jumps into a frame perfect melee, so it's definitely not easy. But getting in a race, also not an easy task. Arcanox opting for the pseudo on the button after missing it the first time. I don't really understand why, but I mean, you do you, sure. Yeah, why not? Alright, let's see if Manny gets zipper skip here. So, you kill the bug. 1, 2, grab the magnet. There you go. Bob's your uncle. And Manny's off to Dairon. Alright, very nice. Moving up from Arcanox. Now it's their turn to do our zipper skip. There you go. Easy as pie. Alright, Arcanox trying to claw back after Manny got Adam Skip a little bit faster. So that'll be a boon for him. Alright. So Manny just making the way around the room to get to Dairon. Jumps over and spin fall. Yep, there you go. Easy as pie. And now Arcanox will do the same while Manny moves on to Dairon. This upcoming section, really pretty simple. No real run-defining tricks or anything like that. It's basically just good movement to get to wide beam, and then good movement to get back to Kataris here. And, I mean, there's, I guess, technically 2 areas where you might get trolled a little bit by wide beam blocks, because they are very, very particular sometimes. Within the community, we often refer to him affectionately as Pedro. So we'll have to see if Pedro will be nice to Manny and Arcanox today. He can be a little moody sometimes, so it's it's all right. All right, just taking the normal run up the magnet. You can use Cloak to kind of speed that up just a tiny bit, but it's no biggie. Yep, melee off. There you go. And Arcanox is not too far behind, just coming off the Dairon train. Ooh, there you go. You see the same kind of thing using the aim to jump off the slope and get a little bit higher on the magnet a little bit faster. Alright, Manny opting to kill the Jerry's on his way. Oh man, Arcanox destroying those collapsible blocks. Maybe not ideal for time, but it looked kind of nice. Alright, Arcanox making their way to the power, and Manny turning it on his way to bombs. Misses the melee on the Jerry, but that's okay. And gets wide beam. So yeah, even with the pretty quick Adam save skip, you know, Arcanox was able to recover and get it not too far after, so these runners are still pretty close to each other. And this is, I guess, the first opportunity for Pedro, alright? Manny makes it past the first Pedro. And as I say that, Arcanox gets Wide Beam. Alright, nice movement from Manny so far. Just trucking on through Dairon on his way back to Kataris. Alright, Arcanox takes a slightly different movement through this room, but, you know, it works and gets past Pedro. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so now Manny's going to be heading towards the Morph MECU to go get Morph Ball, and then eventually Variasuit. Alright, nice. Makes it past Pedro 2. But now it's time for Pedro 3. Moment of Truth. Very nice. Makes it past. No problem. Alright. And Ark's off to the races. I just realized I did not put their names in the title. I apologize in advance if you come back and watch the VOD. Alright, there you go. Nice movement. And on to the CU. Honestly, basically just a missile mashing contest. Especially in rookie mode when you already have 34 missiles at this point. It's pretty much free. The only real difference maker is if you have turbo or not, which I know Manny runs no turbo. And Orc was on the fence about running no turbo, so I'm not too sure which one they're running. It looks like no turbo for now. All right, Manny going for the easy Emmy kill. Gets the quick get up, which shouldn't matter too much, but yep, okay, very nice. And pop it in the face. Bam, that's Morph Ball. Alright, Arc getting the CU down, so now it's their turn to show the green Emmy who's boss. Alright, getting the slow get up. And turning on the turbo for the Emmy kill. So we're going to see Arcanox about 30 seconds behind Manny. This cutscene's about 20 seconds plus the little bit of extra time. So again, not an insurmountable lead from Manny, but we shall see. And opting to skip the missile because we are playing rookie mode. So Manny already has more missiles than you normally have going into Kraid. But before we go see the evil green time-wasting man, we have to go get our orange pajamas on. So Manny's going to make his way to the red teleporter. Gets the 10 missiles, I guess, just for the extra insurance at Kraid. Oop. The stream freaking out a little bit, but that's okay. It looks like everything's fine now. Yep, skipping the missiles. And almost to the red TP. Alright, Manny gets dropped in Artaria, and now it is time for him to make his way up. Now, this is rookie mode, so this part of the run is pretty stress-free, but if you've ever played Dread mode, I'm sure you're familiar with the Varia climb. There's a lot of fire. And if you didn't know, in Dread mode, environmental fire does kill you in one hit. Alright, nice quick charge to get through the door. And Manny begins the Varia climb. But Arcanox not too far behind, getting dropped out of the red teleporter, making their way over to the upper area of Artaria. Alright, no one's collecting any energy parts today, but ooh, Arcanox missing the ball morph into the tunnel, losing a very tiny amount of time. Not a big deal, but, you know, still not ideal. Ooh, getting the morph in, but no No shot on the door, unfortunately, and starting the thermal climb as Manny collects the various suits. So again, I think we're looking at about a 30-second differential between the two runners right now. Once we get to our next major skip, which should be, I would say, probably early space, much later in the run, then we'll see if one of them creeps up a little bit. Alright, Manny making his way out of Upper Artaria, going back to Red TP. And Arcanox collects the various suit. Very nice. Alright, getting through the door. Nice movement through there. Alright, using Morph Ball to drop down a little bit quicker. Alright, very nice, very nice. Manny going to make his way over to the Evil Green Time Waster, Kraid. Now, I'm sure if you've played this game casually, you're familiar with the Kraid boss. It's honestly pretty cool. Very nice to see the big old green man back in Metroid, and in HD no less. But in speedrunning, he can kind of waste your time a little bit depending on what pattern he chooses. So we'll see how Manny ends up here and how it shakes out. This is definitely an opportunity for Arcanox to catch up if Kraid decides to treat them nicely and Kraid decides to treat Manny like garbage. Alright, Manny opting just for the easy missiles at the start while Kraid is yelling at you. Alright, let's see what he does first here. Ooh, gets a spit, so he's gonna opt for the charge beams. That's honestly the easiest way to DPS in this situation, just because even if you accidentally hit one of the blobs, you still get damage. And Manny makes it through phase 1. Very nice, very clean. So, not doing too bad, but definitely an unfortunate case where Manny gets the spit phase first. And now he can finally start damaging him. Alright. Arcanox opting for charge beams, I guess wanting to save missiles, but missing some shots on the mouth. Ooh, starting to doubt themselves a little and switching weapons. Okay, doesn't get a second spit, but gets a nice opportunity to keep missile count high coming into phase 2. And Manny cleans up phase 2, no problem. Doesn't even get punched. Oh no! Arcanox falling off of the magnet, losing an opportunity to go DPS Kraid. And that's going to cost him quite a bit of time. I see they're not using turbo, so this is very costly. And, you know, if I'm Manny right now, I'm chilling. Okay, Kraid gives Arcanox a freebie in case they fall again. Alright, wasting time. Just one shot at a time. Using the aim left to shoot a little bit faster, not have to wait for the charge beam to go away. So he doesn't so they don't accidentally do the counter animation, which is slower, unfortunately. As cool as that animation it is not fast. And kills Kraid right as they get duffed. And Arc's got diffusion beam, nice and easy. Well, maybe a little trial and tribulation, but that's okay. We've got plenty of run left, so it ain't over till it's over. Alright, Manny getting the quick turnaround charge beam. And Arc making their way to Purple Telly. Alright, so this is NMG, so we are going for early cloak here. Coyote jump, wall jump. Very nice, easy, easy. And then one last coyote jump, and that'll be it. Nice, nice, nice. Manny's going back to Artaria. I know elevators are very, very thrilling, so not a whole lot to talk about here. But Arkanox gets out of the teleporter. Ooh, misses the charge shot, but gets the second one. Alright, making their way down to early grapple. Yep, very nice. Good weight on the wall jump to not accidentally end up in the wrong position. Ooh, nice fall from Manny there. That's not easy. You gotta have your directions set perfectly for that. So, credit to Manny for hitting the fall first try. Man, again with the double elevators. Okay, one goes in, one comes out. Very nice. Alright, Arkanox on their way to gravity. Or, sorry, my bad. I apologize. To grapple. Nice, nice, nice. Gets the fall as well. And that's a grapple beam. Alright, so this is another opportunity coming up here where Arkanox might be able to gain a little bit of ground with good RNG. Coming up here, we're going to have to go through the bottom area of Dairon on the way to bombs, which doesn't sound bad, but there is a particular yellow Emmy spawn which can decide to just waste your time a little bit. So we'll see where we end up on the RNG scale here. Alright, yep, Manny taking a dip in the tomato soup on the way out. And going for seconds. Ooh, nice little optimization. They're getting the charge beam during the mantle. Ooh, missed jump morph, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Alright, Manny making his way through. And gets good RNG. So that's not a good look for Arkanox if the LOME decides to waste their time. Ooh, misses the jump ledge grab out of the morph ball tunnel, but no problems, just making their way through. Alright, Arkanox coming back from grapple, trying to do what they can to catch up to Mr. Manny here. And it seems that ledges are a little elusive for our hero here. Alright, clean movement from Arkanox. Very nice, very nice. Misses the jump morph. I miss that all the time too, so I get it. Alright, and looks like Arkanox is going to luck out on Emmy RNG as well. And gets a nice movement through the ball tunnel here. So, gains a little bit of ground, but nothing crazy. And Manny's got bombs. Alright, cool. So now we're going to see Manny start to head towards Barenia here, while Arkanox going to turn the power on so they can get bombs themselves. Ooh, almost breaks the blob. Very nice. Alright, dropping through. You see young Z57 in the background there. We don't need to worry about him. He's irrelevant to this category. Alright, yep, Manny takes the secret grapple and drops down. Very easy. Meanwhile, Arkanox found their way to the bomb room, blowing up a little bit, you know. Ooh, I see a nice little gold split there, so that's always comforting. Oh, let me add the difficulty to, All right, Manny making his way through Barenia. Gets the slide cloak to dodge the laser. Very good, very good. Nice little jump morph into this ball tunnel here. So, as you might notice, when they run through Atom rooms, Atom doesn't turn on. And for those not aware, that is the result of the Atom save skip. If you go to an Atom out of order, Atom will just not turn on anymore because the game does not have a flag set for him anymore. So you basically get to save anywhere from like 20 to 30 seconds, roughly, depending on the area, where Atom just can't talk to you anymore. Ooh, Manny going for some optimal movement, but at what cost? Alright, Arcanauts making their way to Lower Barenia as well. Alright, nice bomb drops from Manny to prevent the claws from wasting his time further. And Manny will be getting flash right up here now. I don't know what just happened here, but Arcanauts is getting trolled a little bit by the enemies. No biggie, but it happens. Meanwhile, man, he's got flash shift and is going to start zooming. Definitely one of the most essential movement items in this game. Lets you flash in a single direction, left or right, up to 3 times. So we'll be seeing that all over the run to cover space. Alright, very nice. Dropping through. Ooh, Manny opting to not go for the pseudos here. Instead, just going down and doing this normally. So, maybe we'll see Arcanauts do it, but from both corners of the map, you can actually just pseudo wave beam your way to both blobs, and it's a little faster. But Manny opting for the more consistent strat, a mantra he's definitely known for at this point. Ooh, misses the water bomb jump. So it's just opting to go around instead of go for it again. So I guess this is another opportunity for Arcanauts to gain just a little bit of ground on Manny here. And you might also notice that Manny is actually on, I believe is on PB pace because of his Atom skip. Definitely saving him quite a bit of time. Alright, so Arcanauts not going to be doing the pseudos either. Opting to just go for the normal shots. Alright, very nice turnarounds. Clean stuff from Arcum. Looking a little more optimal. Let's see if they get the water bomb jump first try. Ooh, misses the bomb, but should still have a water bomb jump sword, but goes to store another one anyway. Alright, very nice. I think it's the second try. Alright, so now you'll see them head towards Yellow Emmy, which you have to be very careful here, because if you flash shift twice through that door and end up faster, the Emmy will actually go above the island because you move a little bit faster with grapple through the water. And can get you caught if you're not careful. So Manny, knowing this, adjusts his movement to not get touched. And just like that, he's at the CU. And I'm not sure if you can see Manny's split names here, but he's affectionately named each of the Emmys after after different dwarves from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Definitely a cute little gimmick for split names. Maybe a little more wholesome than the sitcom names that we gave them earlier in the Discord. Ooh, okay. Arc's got to be careful here. If they go too fast, then okay, yep, there you go. And grapple up, nice and easy. All right, opting to not close the speed gate or the flash gate, and just like that, Manny's got the Yellow Emmy already dead. I look away for 5 seconds and it's already done, just like that. Must have had very clean aim. All right, Arcanauts working on that CU. Yep, there you go. And looks like they've decided to turn on the turbo or are just mashing. I'm not sure. Yep. Now we're gonna see Arc here. Show the Emmy what they've got. Interesting choice opting to dash melee, but Manny's gonna be doing a nice little speed keep here to go all the way to the ball spark up. at the at Dairon. Ooh, okay. Probably not going to be able to speed keep here. Yep. All right, so that's okay. You've got plenty of room to store another one and Ball Spark back up, so. Ooh, okay. I must have missed what happened with Arcanox because that is not the normal position you kill the Emmy in. I'm going to assume they might have had to reset or something like that to finish out the kill, but that's all right. That'll put him in good position to instantly start speed boosting. Meanwhile, Manny is trucking his way to Ferenia to go talk to our dear friend Quiet Robe. Quiet Robe definitely an unfortunate soul in this game. He kind of just exists to get murked, but that's okay. He accidentally slid under the gap, which moved. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep. I think Arcanox forgot what difficulty they were playing on for a second there. So, going up towards the missile tank, which you actually just do not need at this point. Also, seeing Arcanox opt to not get the third energy tank there. So, definitely an interesting choice. Definitely adds a little bit more risk to the run, especially coming up to Ferenia here, where you have to kill the bot with two shine sparks. All right, and Manny makes it into the fight, goes up on the ledge. Robot jumps up. Now it's an easy speed store, and that's one. Okay, it doesn't opt for the damage boost strat. Instead, just takes the safer route, so you don't have to take any damage. And kills the Robo, no problem. Unfortunately, we don't get to watch the lovely cutscene where Samus looks at Quiet Robe's dead body, but that's okay. And man, Manny is on very clean PB pace now because of the hit Adam Skip. So, all right, let's see if Art can get this speed keep here. Very nice. Yep, goes up. Ooh, misses the transform into the ball tunnel there. So. That's gonna be no speed keep for Arcanox, but that's okay. It's easy enough to recover from. Yep. All right. Flashes it in. Now fighting the Robo, while Manny meanwhile is on his way to Gavarin now that the gate is open. All right. That's one. No deboost, so opts to just go for the safe route. Ooh, and misses the store. That's highly unfortunate, but. You know, easy enough to reset, just costs you some time. So I feel like that's kind of been the story of the race here so far. You know, all right, Manny opting to speed keep through here. Very nice, gets through there and takes the ball tunnel. Yep, just drop down here and there you go. All right. Arc opting to Shine Spark into the wall. Not too sure about that one, but that's okay. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Alright, yep. Manny making his way to the Barenia tram. So you like loading screens? You come here often, stream chat? How we feeling about this race so far? I feel like it's still respectably close. So, you know, one good or bad split could easily make the difference for these two runners. Though I definitely hope to see Manny continue to play as clean as he is because. He's definitely on very big PB pace. Yeah, this is actually the first run that Manny's successfully done Adam Skip, so you know that's always an exciting run because you get to see a lot of really big green numbers afterwards. All right, very nice, very nice. Let's see if he gets the speed keep here. Run through flash. Yep. Very nice. Gets the speed keep through Barenia. And is now moving on to Drog Skip. Definitely a pretty simple pseudo here. You just have to DT slide name down a little bit, but I'm eating my own words as Manny misses the first 3 shots. Manny, what are you doing? Manny, no! Okay, that's one. There you go. Alright, opting to take the safe strat here. Cloaking so that the yellow guys don't waste his time by shooting him. Definitely not necessarily the fastest route, but it's very, very consistent. Ooh, and Arcanox getting trolled by the claw. And opting to go through the bottom path. It is pretty much the same, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, gets the speed keep through here. Alright, let's see if Arc gets this second one here. Alright, stores, grapple, run forward, flash. Yep, slide morph. Easy money. Alright, yep, that movement was money. Let's see if Arc is able to get Drog Skip on a little bit faster than Manny did. Alright, that's one. Alright, doesn't aim down but gets the pseudo. Misses. Alright, very nice. Alright, Arc also opting for the cloak strat. Maybe doing it a little bit faster, but you know. Alright, Manny, and now Manny into Gavrin, fighting the first Robo, showing him who's boss with the entry spark. Definitely a pretty simple fight from here on out. You pretty much just have to spam missiles and not die. And just like that, Manny's done with the fight. Very easy, very easy. Alright. Manny making his way around Gavran to make it to super missiles here. So this will be another Adam room you get to skip because Adam is broken currently. Very nice, very fun, very interactive gaming. Alright, yep, Arc's gonna get the nice little speed optimization there, and we'll proceed on to fight the Robo. Yep, very easy, and nice little respin to get to the ground faster. Now just has to spam missiles until this robot dies. Alright, very easy, very, very easy. And just like that, the fight is over. Manny, having collected the super missiles, is making his way to Elon, previously famous for being a point of crashing. Actually, the 2.0 update did a wonder for this, in that the game is now much more stable and really doesn't crash that much in Elon. All right, Arc making their way to super missiles. I like to call them a pickle because that's kind of what they look like. Messing up the movement a little bit, but that's okay. And has acquired the pickles from the pickle jar. Ooh, definitely wanted to grapple there, but misses. Meanwhile, Manny is bulling through Elon, getting through the elevator, or the tram, and the cutscene. And maybe a little bit of scuff movement there, but really not a huge deal. Alright. And now Manny, seeing X for the first time, definitely a defining point in the run. Alright, nice solid plasma beam split there from Manny, and continuing to bull on at PB pace, man. That's just awesome. You love to see it. Alright, he's going to be making his way up and around all the way to the first soldier fight of the game. This will be the first of, I believe, 3, because we skipped the Gavarin Chozo and the Frozen Artaria Chozo, because we do not go to Frozen Artaria at all in this run. But, you know, these fights really aren't anything too crazy. It's mostly just a mash fest. If you can click the button fast, then you can win this fight. If you have turbo and you can missile weave, you're gonna win this fight. But, you know, it definitely gave me some trouble casually, so I've become a better gamer since then. All right, Arcanox making it to Plasma Beam in Manny's wake. Yeah, I really feel like the story of the run here really comes down to Manny really just executing just a bit better, with the Adam skip being really the notable execution difference. Manny got that very quickly, whereas Arcanox kind of dwelled on it a little bit. All right, Arcanox into the soldier fight, just kind of mashing away. Very easy. And it looks like they turned on the turbo for this one. That looks like a 15 hertz turbo blast stream. Alright, very nice. That's the fight. So Arcanox, I think, gonna save a little bit of time just having a faster fight here. Alright, let's see if Manny grabs this speed keep here. Alright. Ooh, loses it through the door. Maybe a little late on that store. Okay, so Manny's just going to take normal movement through the ICU encounter here, which can increase the danger a little bit, because if your movement's not good enough, then he will look at you and he will freeze you. But getting some fortunate movement from the ice and not coming around the top, Manny just makes it through no problem. Alright, water bomb jump here. Very easy, very nice. Manny cleans it up. No problem. Now, probably doing a little bit of overzealous wall jumps there, but that's no problem. And doesn't get the bad ice Emmy spawn, so that's also another point in Manager's court. Alright, at this point, again, same thing. You basically just have to mash on it. You already have Plasma Beam, so you're pretty strong. Alright, let's see if Arc can get the speed keep coming from E1. Alright, makes it through the first room. Gets the speed keep through the door. Nice little jump to preserve. Okay, nice morph. Very good, very good. Okay. Alright, very nice. That's an easy speed keep for Arcanox. Very clean movement coming out from them. Meanwhile, Manny is making quick work of the ice Emmy. No problems for him. And now, coming up for young Manny here, is going to be probably the only other major choke point in this run. That being the one, the only early space jump pseudo. I'm not sure how many of you guys are familiar with this strat, but it's a little painful sometimes. It's not very consistent. We have setups for it. We know what they are. But, you know, what it all boils down to is that sometimes it just doesn't want to budge. Alright, Arcanox opting for the diagonal spark up through there. Keeping his beam, or their beam, trained on the blue Emmy, no problem. And Manny, on the other hand, is making his way to Hanubia. Alright, yep, very easy blue Emmy coming out from Arcanox here, very clean. Alright, so Arcanox following the panty. Alright, this is early space coming out from Manny here. Let's see if he gets it. Alright, misses the first shot. You can hit the blob 4 times, I believe, before you should leave and reset, but not even getting a pseudo, possibly due to a bad angle. Ooh, really, another missed shot coming out from Manny here. That's highly unfortunate. Ooh, okay, there you go. Very good. So that's a, what, 4th try early space? Definitely a respectable Early space coming out from Manny here. After seeing those first few shots miss, I got a little worried, but he clutches up when he needs to and gets early space jump. Looking at a run about 2.5 minutes ahead of his PB of 25:51. So looking at that nice mid 123 time right now. But I'm sure there's plenty of time save potential to come, so. Alright, gets the freeze, climbs in the tunnel, and he's on his way. Meanwhile, Arcanox about to do the very same pseudo. Let's see how quickly they get it. Oh, not getting the counter, and accidentally having turbo turned on, it looks like. Alright, just waiting for the frame. Alright, gets one hit, but no dice. Looks like their angle might be slightly left, but alright, nothing there. Alright, there you go. Alright, getting that about 3 or 4 tries, same speed as Manny. Arcanox is on their way to space jump. So, from there, we're going to be heading back to Artaria, our very, very favorite place in NMG, where we spend a very, very large amount of painstaking time, unfortunately. And we'll be getting screw attack. Ooh, Arcanox getting trolled by the claw a little bit there. Ooh, I was a little worried that wasn't going to work, but worked out just fine for Arcanox here. Alright, yep. I don't know what Manny's doing, but he makes it through no problem. Deciding to just jump a little bit. I'm not really sure why, but it doesn't matter. Alright, yep, there you go. Heading back to Dairon. Meanwhile, Manny making it to the yellow teleport and heading back to Artaria. We're loading. We're loading. And we're back in action. Alright, so we're going to see Manny make his way down and around towards a screw attack, while Arcanox is going to do what they can to catch up a little bit. Alright, yep. And accidentally gets a diagonal spark down. Not really a huge deal, but definitely a little odd. Alright, interesting strat from Arcanox coming out here, opting to wall jump off that little wall to speed keep, but makes it to yellow teleporter nonetheless. Alright, Manny making it to the ice hell run, the last ice hell run on the way to screw attack, and makes it through no problem. Sitting at about 1.5 or 1 2/3 E-tanks. Yep. Alright, cool. Sets up the water bomb jump. Messes it up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to set up again, but that's no issue. And let's see how quickly Manny can get the water space jump here. Alright, very nice, very nice. That was super quick. So definitely, if I'm Manny, I'm very happy about that one for sure. Alright, gonna have to water bomb jump again to get up to the Chozo statue, and Manny's got screw attack. So there are two options for him here coming out of screw attack. You can either opt for a water bomb jump out of the water on the right, which is a little faster for you to first try, but is harder. Or you can go for this speed keep here, or this shine spark here, where you just spark out. Very consistent, really not that much slower. Nice and easy. All right, Manny going for the second round of water space jumps. Let's see how quickly he can get it. Looking like, okay, there you go. I was about to say, looking like he's trapped in the water a little bit there, but makes it through no problem. All right. So Manny opting not to go for the pseudo here. Instead, just breaking the blob the intended way. What a good, pure gamer he is. All right, opting to speed keep up these slopes. Not really sure why. You can just space jump through them, but whatever works. You know, if that's the method to your madness, go for it. Meanwhile, Arcanox making it through the water space jumps no problem, and getting screw attack. All right, so now that Manny's got got screw attack here, we're gonna see him. We're gonna see him head for gravity suit now. So you head up. Ooh, okay. Arcanox going for the water bomb jump. This water bomb jump can be tough because the water is very, very grippy, but gets out pretty quickly. Definitely looking good there. Almost jumps into the water and ends up falling anyway. Very unfortunate coming out from Arcanox here. Ooh, falls again. That's unfortunate. And this is just going to make Manny's lead just a little bit bigger, you know? Alright, yep, there you go. Makes it through. Alright, meanwhile, Manny making it to the orange teleporter Gavaran. And it looks like we're going to see Arcanox go for the pseudo as well. Ooh, nice. First try. Very good. Uh-oh. Gets caught up in the water, but makes it out. Alright, interesting movement strat there. And making it to red TP. Manny opting to not get pulse radar because it is useless. Maybe bombing that fall block for whatever reason, I'm not really sure, but he's made it through and is gonna make his way to gravity suit. Man, looking at the VC and the Dread Discord, we've got a lot of folks watching, and you know, for those in the Discord, you can go to my Twitch stream to watch the race. Alright. Alright, so Manny getting the, not getting the quick store, so gonna have to reset speed. Not really a huge time loss, but, you know, you like to try to get it when you can. Alright, going for the slow spark here, I guess the safe strat, so to speak, and also getting the spark onto there instead of opting to flash shift over the slope. And he's making his way to gravity. No problems from Manny here. Alright, Arcanox opting for the speed booster tech here where you just instant spark to the wall. I'm not really sure which one's faster. It's probably about the same as the strat that Manny did falling through. Very similar to what you do in Unrestricted because you do not have room to charge a speed boost there. And look at that. Manny's purple. Looking to be 3 minutes ahead, man. That's crazy. Oh, I apologize. 2:19. Okay. Alright, so Manny going to space jump up this column here. No problem. It's much easier than an unrestricted. Yep, Arcanox getting the quick store. Very nice. Alright, doing the quick spark, doing it a little faster. And getting through no problem. Opting not to get the missiles, I assume, because they are using turbo in some instances, I believe. Meanwhile, Manny is finishing up the robot fight here. moving on to what is probably the worst boss fight in this run. Corpius can be pretty tough in normal mode just because you only have 15 missiles, but it's so early in the run that you can just reset through it normally. Obviously in a race you would have to just stick through it, but we're playing rookie, so that was really a non-issue. And Arcanauts is going to find their way to Gravity Suit. Interesting choice of spark storage from Arcanauts, but gets the job done no less. So I can't give him flack for that. Yeah, I assume Arcanauts is going to be turning on the turbo for this part. Unfortunately, the robots get out of line, but decide to put themselves right back in it, and getting quite possibly the worst RNG I've seen on robo attacks in a while. Oh no, Arcanauts is going to have to be careful. They do not have a whole lot of energy left, so they need to get these robots dead quickly. Alright, there's the first one. Gets the health boost from that, and now can basically just mash to their heart's content. Meanwhile, Manny missing the last spark on Golzuna. Gonna have to go for the slow kill, but with ice missiles, it's a lot more bearable. Ooh, getting clipped by the getting clipped. Okay, yep, the Corex is out. Gets the missile in to push it out of the way. And Manny's got cross bombs. Yep, Manny's steadily making his way through this room. Can be a little bit of a troll room sometimes, but... Ooh, gets trolled by crossbombs a little bit there. Alright, now it's Arcanauts' turn, making their way up to Golzuna. Gets the speed slide through to be a little bit faster. Ooh, getting a little greedy there, I feel, and Arcanauts is gonna have to pay. Is gonna pay for that one. That was a highly unfortunate happening, but Golzuna seems to be fond of Arcanauts a little bit, giving them and misses the speed keep or misses the spark storage. Very unfortunate. Arcanauts is gonna be losing a lot of time on this boss fight from that. Definitely a very unfortunate happening for young Arcanauts here. And they've only got 99 energy left, so they have to be very, very careful. Those cross-bomb shots do a lot of damage. So if they get clipped at all, they will die. Alright, yep, gets the Corex out of the way. Misses the store, but it doesn't matter. And just like that, Arcanauts has got cross bombs while Manny is already going back to Ferenia. I'm gonna see if I can turn down Arcanauts' volume a little bit. Hopefully that'll make the audio a little less crunchy. Alright, Manny steadily making his way through Ferenia here, making his way to storm missiles. You basically just have to make your way around, taking the safe strat, taking the spark at the top, and outwitting the purple Emmy at every corner, because really, he ain't shit. Alright, nice little wait there to prevent the Emmy door from getting closed. That was really, really smart from Manny. And Arcanauts, unfortunately, missing the spark shot on the door. For those of you who don't know, if you store a charge beam, you can actually fire it with the R button. during a spark. It doesn't matter when, it just has to be during. And struggling with the DT slide a little bit, but gets it on the 3rd or 4th try. Alright. Manny almost to SQ already. Meanwhile, Arcanauts making their way into Verenia. Alright. Manny not opting for the optimal quick kill strat there. Instead just taking the spark and then DPSing it as he could. Alright, looks like he's going for the slow Core X kill, so we're just gonna see, I think it's 3 screw attacks until it dies. So, Arc can definitely catch up a little bit there by basically just going for the quick kill setup where you cross bomb up above SQ, start your Spine Spark, let SQ run into you, and then flash to the wall and just kind of bounce on top of him until he dies. Alright, ooh, uh-oh. This could be a problem. Misses the first counter, misses the second counter. Very unfortunate. That's going to be a little bit of a time loss for Arcanauts here. Definitely a highly unfortunate bit of movement there. Didn't adjust their speed boost to account for the purple Emmy, but he's not there the second time, so Arcanauts makes it through no problem. Alright, Manny working on the bot fight, getting a very fortunate attack pattern from the front bot there, just deciding to not do a blue melee. For those who know, you know, the blue melee attack as a casual is great. You know, you get a free chance to DPS the robot, but in the speed run, it's really not ideal because you normally just tank hits until the robots die. And if you get hit by the blue melee attack, it sends you to the moon. It sends you way too far. It's actually insane. Meanwhile, all the other attacks barely do anything. Alright, Arcanauts also just going for the straight spark into normal kill. No quick kill here from Arcanauts, and alright, gonna see an attempt to 2-cycle the oh, very nice. Gets the 2-cycle on the Core X, making it look easy. And Manny taking out the Wave CU, about to go have a discussion with the purple Emmy. And, you know, fun fact, last time I saw Manny attempt this Emmy, it really was not pretty. He got the job done, don't get me wrong. But that Emmy had him running around. So let's see if he can redeem himself here a little bit and just kill the Emmy no problem. Alright, Arcanauts making their way to the Ferenia double bot fight, no problem. Alright, Manny seems to have a pretty good lock on the purple Emmy's face mask right now. Gotten a lot of damage in it. It looks like Arcanauts accidentally missing the Shine Spark. Definitely really unfortunate. Alright, takes care of the lower damage robot, but that missed Spark is going to cost time. That gold robot's got a lot more health than the silver one does. And just like that, Manny cleans up the Wave Emmy. So honestly, at this point, I feel like Manny's just in full stride here, trying to make his way to the Powerbomb Emmy and then eventually Ravenbeak. Meanwhile, Arc trailing a little bit behind, not getting any Storm Missile charge for some reason. That was very odd. I'll have to ask them about that after the race. Alright, Manny making his way to... Making his way to Hinubia. Meanwhile, Arcanauts is about to go have a talk with the Wave MECU. Okay. Looks like Arkanox accidentally had the turbo on, had to turn it off. I do know they use a 8-bit 2 Pro Plus, so it's not quite as simple as the Pro 2 when it comes to using turbo. Alright, Manny making his way to the orange Emmy and also the red Chozo as a result. Arkanox set up pretty nicely on the purple Emmy here. Looking pretty clean so far. Meanwhile, Manny does get the shield skip, speeding up the fight a decent bit here. Alright, that's 1-2, fight over. Meanwhile, Arkanox has cleaned up the wave Emmy, no problem. Alright, so Arkanox is going to be picking up the wave beam here, while Manny will be getting the power bombs. Alright. So Manny gonna make his way to Gold Chozo fight, while Arkanox gonna be working on that power bomb Emmy, and I don't know what Ark's doing. I guess they did not have enough power bombs coming out, so. Alright, yep, making it through. Not going for the speed keep through here, just opting to flash shift away. Stores the spark and power bombs away. And opts for the ball spark. Pretty much the same as just doing a quick spark during the power bomb animation, but whatever works, works. And Manny's on to the Gold Chozo fight, while Arkanox is making their way to Red Chozo. And we're already seeing a couple results come in from the race here. Arcandy finishing out at a 1:16.31. Definitely a solid time. I do not believe that's a PB for him, but definitely nothing to sneeze at. While B-Dog is finishing out at a 1:17.48. Barely losing to Arcandy by about a minute, a little more. And oh no, Arkanox gets spit on. That's the risk you take with less health, you know? Once you get to these higher damage enemies, you might just die from a random hit. Especially dying on second phase like that, that's highly unfortunate. Alright, Arkanox cleaning up the red Chozo better this time, and collecting the power bombs. So, I think for now it's pretty much a done deal. You know, it would be highly difficult for Arkanox to surmount this this lead that Manny's got here. It's pretty healthy. But, you know, I've seen weirder things happen, so it ain't over till it's over as far as I'm concerned. Alright. So, Manny making his way to the Ravenbeak fight. I assume this is going to be a 9+1. Yep. Yeah, 9+1. Okay, so Manny going for the easier version of Gold Skip, where you hit him with 9 ice missiles, you get a counter, you mash on him, and then you hit him with one more, and then finish out the fight that way. Now, it's basically just up to him to pelt him with missiles a bunch until he dies. He takes quite a few, but Manny's missile count is very high, so it should be pretty easy for him to make quick work of Ravenbeak here. Though I do see that he's not really using cross bombs at all. That can be an easy way to increase your DPS on Ravenbeak because it does do as much damage as, I believe, one super missile or one ice missile or something like that at this point in the fight. So we'll see. All right, so already in the third phase here, opting for Void Cross method here. A more optimal form of DPS, originally used by DCLG Void for those Smash fans out there. Definitely a Void fan myself. Alright, Manny opts to take the counter, actually. I'm not sure if this is actually faster. He got that kind of late, so we'll see how this pans out for him. But gets the free damage nonetheless. And I'm sure that Ravenbeak is... Yep, there we go. So that'll be the Ravenbeak fight for Manny. And he'll be looking at an opportunity to potentially 122 here. It'll be close, but we'll see if he can pull it out. This is a huge PB for him. But, you know, that's the nature of Atom Skip in these times, you know? You get that first run with an Atom Skip, you're golden. Alright, so waiting for Kraid to get a little bit closer, because if you just pelt him immediately, it's quite slow. And Ravenbeak X is no more. I'm not really sure why Arcanox did that, but I trust their methods. Okay, interesting choice of movement here. Definitely not the most efficient. You should definitely be dropping that power bomb in the previous room and then flash shifting through, but that works too. Alright, let's see if Manny gets the speed keep into the ball. Okay, nope. But gets most of it, but doesn't get the morph into the ball hole wall. Meanwhile, Arcanox is going to be wailing on Ravenbeak here because they have turbo. That makes this gold skip much, much easier because you just have to hold the button. Meanwhile, they'll be missile weaving through phase 2, making it significantly faster than just using missiles. Okay, so Manny still maybe not going to get a 1-22, but looking at a pretty easy 123 here. Gets the spark up without the cutscene, and now it's just on to that final room. Very, very easy, simple stuff. Okay, misses the speed keep, but that's really no big deal. That's just a little bit of time save here on the back end. Manny's going to finish out with a very, very clean 123.30. And that, my friends, is a 2-minute, 21 second PB from young Manny here. Winning the race between him and Arcanox. Coming in at 5th place overall behind Leaky and, behind Arcandy, B-Dog, Leaky, and Scion. Definitely a solid effort here from Manny. And Arcanox finishing up Ravenbeak, not too far behind, just looking to complete escape. And I'm seeing a 119 from Leaky here. I'm not sure if that's a PB for him, but that's a great time. Alright, now Arcanox just kind of on the final stretch here. Gonna make quick work of Ravenbeak X. And then move on to escape. Man, Manny hitting a 123. I'm gonna have to get grinding, man. I haven't PB'd in a little bit, so I'm gonna have to hit the grind tomorrow probably. But Arcanox finishing up Ravenbeak X, no problem, and making their way to escape. This stuff, all pretty simple, really nothing groundbreaking here. You pretty much just have to shoot and run, hold forward. There's a couple speed keeps you can do, but you by no means have to. Alright, let's see if Arcanox gets the first one here. Gets a store. Doesn't really do much with it, just ball sparks. Not really saving a whole lot of time there, but gets through it nonetheless. Alright, Manny showing his version of the game, even though you do not need to do that on the leaderboard anymore. Either way, still great PB from him here today. Meanwhile, Arcanox looking to probably get a low 126 here. I'm sure there's some things in this run that they wish went a little different, but definitely not a bad run, just some unfortunate happenings along the way. Alright. Ooh, gets the speed keep. Okay, choosing not to go for the faster variant, instead going for the, I guess, the cooler version. But either way, finishing out at a 126.11 here in 6th place. 2 seconds ahead of Exception. Definitely kind of funny with that one, but good stuff to both racers. It was a lot of fun watching them. And we'll pull them into a separate VC in a second here to interview them, get their thoughts on the race, see how they felt. Definitely interested to see how Manny feels after getting a great PB like that on stream. Alright, so I'm gonna undeafen in Discord here.
He's like posted up the B-Dog and Arcane. Sai and I are one
Yo.
team, and then Arcanox, Exception, DLC are another.
Manny and Arcanox, would you like to do the post-stream race interview thing?
Of course.
Shall we go to the Emmy zone?
Yeah, let's go to the Emmy zone.
Alright. Alright, we are here.
Alright. Well, gamers, it was a fun race. Definitely pretty close for a while there, but how are you both feeling now? I guess we'll start with Arcanox because I have an idea of how Manny feels, but I want to hear Arcanox's feelings first.
I think it was overall a pretty good run for a race, especially with that many people in it. You know, normally my races are extremely cursed because I can go off Discord and I can get like 2 days ago 124, and then I can be part of a race and get like 130 something. So the fact that I'm just barely over 126 it feels good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Definitely like the positive vibe.
I had a few little small mistakes that added up. And some really good movement in other places that canceled some of that out. So. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a solid effort with some unfortunate happenings.
Yeah, I was having some controller weirdness.
Yeah, I did notice that a little bit.
I felt like I was holding the R trigger and it wasn't registering.
Okay.
And then of course the lag room at the red Chazo, it just missed an entire 3 flash shift inputs.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I assume that's how you died to the spit.
Yeah, I was trying to flash shift away, and I normally keep turbo enabled on A, and it really does not like turbo in that room.
Yeah, I assume because the room itself gets pretty chunky with the frame rate that
Indeed.
It's really not a huge fan. But all right, Manny, I guess you're the story of this race here, hitting Adam Skip for the first time in a run, and PBing by 2 minutes, 2.5 almost. How are we feeling?
Honestly, I don't want to like overreact on stream right now since we're in this interview, but Arcanox says I screamed when I got it. Like I don't know if you kept track, Cobb. I think got it the 3rd, 4th, or 5th try.
I think it was 4th.
4th, right. I honestly was perfectly fine if I did like 8 or 9 tries, because that still would have been a big time save, but getting it so early on was really, really weird, because earlier today I just practiced for the heck of it, because I haven't practiced Adam Skip for like a week, and then for some reason today, out of all days I practiced Adam Skip, it just clicked. Like I felt like I was gaining a lot of consistency to the point that I said, you know what, I'm gonna try for the first time in a race, a scheduled race.
Nice.
And then
it
just
was
getting that
uncursed.
was like, it feels so it feels weird because it's never happened to me even outside of races. So
Mhm.
like I just had to go on. I felt committed, but I had to make sure I don't make any really egregious errors.
Mhm.
And I said the only really worst thing that happened to me was taking like 4 or 5 tries for early space, but you know it's early space, so I wasn't too upset about it. So.
Yeah, you got. I mean, and the mistakes or the missed shots you made on early space didn't hit the claw anyway, so it kind of worked out.
I think so. Yeah, I think my angle was just really off for them.
Yeah, you were a little far in. I think.
Yeah.
That's usually
that's-
usually when I see that, it's when you're too close, like too close to the right side of the tile.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
still,
that
it
was
didn't
the-
lose that much time.
My Adam skip was the one thing where I was just so frustrated that it felt like it was controller input buffering. I
Mhm.
was just not getting the right wall jump after the melee respin. That's not something I normally mess up. It was just not happening.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean it happens sometimes. It's kind of the nature of the skip at some point. But you know, the defining the moment of I was actually looking at Arcanox's view when Manny got his Adam skip. So I was like, "Oh shit, he made it." That was crazy. But definitely had fun watching this one. It was a solid race for sure. And also, I see Leaky finished with a 1:19:05. Is that a PB for him too?
I
think
don't
so.
think he's never gone to sub 120 before, so like it's big for him.
Yeah, that's huge. I know he's been looking for it, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I felt like that was a good race between the two of us. We were really close the whole run.
Yeah, like
And
it was
if I-
definitely within. Like it was very close for probably 70% of the run.
I think it was probably within 30 seconds from Adam skip until like, let's see, I died to Wave Emmy because I speedballed into it, and then I died to
Red Chozo.
Chozo.
Yeah.
So that's when I fell behind enough to be, what was I, almost 3 minutes behind. It was just those two deaths that really pushed me further away. Until then, I was counting the times. Every time I'd see Manny split, I would, make a note. And it was like 30 seconds the whole race.
Yeah. It was. I could tell it was about 30 seconds because as you were starting the Varia heat climb, Manny was getting Varia suit, and it takes about 30 seconds to get from the button to Varia suit. So
Yeah.
definitely.
And honestly, that's probably about how much time I didn't get Adam for. So like if we had both gotten it at the same time, it would have been neck and neck the whole way until I died.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, we did keep a good steady pace for a good chunk of like first and a little bit of second half. But I was just trying to make sure that I just maintained my pace. Like I wasn't too upset like when I fell a little bit ahead because turbo.
Yeah, well, you had all that free time saved from Adam skip that you could, for counting towards your PB, like you could.
Yeah, pretty much. It was
be
basically
really
I was just riding on my pipe. I even attempted Barania WBJ, as you probably noticed. I attempted it once and I just missed it.
Why don't you just do the pseudos? Out of curiosity.
I still haven't gotten the time to practice pause buffer. Not yet. But I can.
It's mostly
practice
just
them.
angle.
Yeah, I can practice those all day long, and I will still not remember the angle the next time I go to do them in a run.
That is.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I need like a notch. I need to print a custom faceplate for my controller or something that has a notch for
Yeah, you could do it 3/4 to 3/4 has a notch on his controller for early cloak.
Yeah, I feel like even if I did like master pause buffer, I probably wouldn't have attempted it in that run because I got Adam skip and I didn't want to like attempt stuff that could make me lose a lot of time if I failed. So I just stuck with what I was comfortable with and just kind of ride through. And yeah, I was banking on having no deaths and having a good early grab. Gozuna was almost perfect, but I still got one spark in, so like I still took time.
I know in NMG it's really not as costly. Like if you miss the last spark, you can just kill him normally, and it's really not that big of a deal. But in UR, I'm used to like you miss it, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I saw you run. It's like missing a shot was just.
It's super costly.
Is that because you have the Omega stream?
No, it's because you have super missiles, which do way less
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Pretty much. Yeah, I think it was like 18 ice. If you miss one spark, you only have to dump 18 ice missiles, which is pretty generous, all things considered.
I missed both because he just decided to be a dick.
Yeah, you got trolled.
Yeah.
It was.
To turn around and say, time,
Admittedly, I thought it was a little greedy, but yeah.
I was gonna do the normal safe method, and then he spawned facing the wrong way, which I've never seen before. I'm like, wait a second, I can just spark him from this side.
Yeah,
But
and then he turned
I
around.
couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the kill on Goliath where you kill him while he's spawning.
Yeah, which.
And then you sparked across the room.
Yeah, it makes the spawn, or it makes the store for Golzuna a little bit later.
Yeah, because in that scenario, what I normally do is, if I kill him during the spawn, I store and then flash shift to the right, and then you can just spark, and when Golzuna spawns, it'll hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how you do it in UR, if you don't want to jump over him.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you spark as he's like walking up to you and turning orange so that when he lifts up?
No, you literally like store a spark, like start sparking, like do a slow spark while he's spawning, and he'll spawn into your spark.
That sounds extremely tight.
It's pretty generous because slow sparks take a while.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to pick a direction; he just spawns into you.
Wow.
It's the same thing as if you've ever seen SQ Quick Kill. It's the same concept.
Oh, okay.
I saw that Scion had developed a strat where you basically just keep wall jumping through the walls to kill Goliath and go through.
Yeah, that strat's sick. I'm not gonna lie, that strat's dope.
I want to learn that because it doesn't depend on spin boost. You just wall jump.
Yeah, I tried it yesterday and it was a very bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, I have a Golzuna file, so I probably just need to grind and get comfortable with it, and eventually I'll ship over and run for that. But right now, Ed Nalium's turnaround strat is where I usually like to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No. It's just
Nice.
Golzuna, doing Golzuna things.
Yeah, we hate the crab.
Yes. Yes, we do.
But I mean, you pretty much just built some free time save into your next PB, so you know, looking out for yourself.
Exactly.
At least you're not running against a first try Golzuna. So.
Oh God, yeah.
My early space gold skip has been, it's been first try or my early space split has been first try since like my first ever run that I timed.
Yeah, I was the same way. The first time I did an NMG run with early space, I did the bomb jump and I did it first try. But yeah, I think that's about it for the run, for the race stream today.